I know. Yeah, I know you have got the assignment title and the information regarding your third assignment, and I am going to discuss the things you have to write in your third assignment. For this reason, I am sharing the screen for your better understanding. Okay, a third assignment. Your title is writing a speech. You have to write a speech because we in our earlier life we delivered a speech in our school competition or in any other competitive programs. So I think you know what is speech. For your better understanding, I have written what is speech. So can you tell me what is speech? Why do we deliver a speech? What are the purposes? Anyone? My dear students, today's session is not a formal class. This is a special session, and for this reason, I have fixed this time in the afternoon. So I think I want to share with you. I need to the things from you. You have thought about your assignment. Okay. So what is speech? Speech is the formal talk that the speaker addresses through spoken language, words in front of the audiences gathered in a place to hear message. So here we have got the purpose of the audience, why they gather in a place for a speech. But what is the purposes or objective of the speaker to deliver a speech? What are the purposes? You know, every speech behind a an every speech there is a objectives, there is an objectives and there is a purpose. What are the objectives? To convince the people. What are the purpose and the objectives of a speech? First one is to inform. That means the information you need to share with others. For what? To convince them to achieve your certain goals, to inform. And another thing, to persuade, to persuade, to accept your point of view. These are the objective of a speech. And another things, to instruct or entertain. These are the things, these are the purposes behind a speech. Are you clear? So I have told these things so that you can write the speech in your point of view, in your persuasion, in your certain goals. I've told these things to inform, to persuade, to instruct, or entertain. So your assignment title is that you are going to take part in the election of city corporation or municipality. Okay, so you are a candidate of mayoral post. So what is the purpose of your speech? Can you tell me what is the purpose will be your speech? To instruct or entertain, to inform, or to persuade? What is the purpose of your speech? Nobody else? When any political leader or political person deliver a speech, what is the motive behind this speech?
So I think to persuade
Of
should be.
course, yeah, persuasion is the important things behind the speech you are going to write. Okay, that will be persuasion. In another sense, that will be motivation. You have to convince people in terms of persuading and motivating them. Are you clear? So from this point of view, you have to write your speech. You have to gather your language in articulated form. And how will you write the speech? Go to the next slide. I'm telling you. This is the problem. From going to your writing to write the speech, I want to discuss some basic types of speech. What kind of speeches are you always listening, and what kind of speech people around us always deliver? Look at this speech. Some speech are entertaining. Entertaining speech means that means birthday party speech, wedding party speech, or any kind of party related speech are called entertaining speech. Another kind of speech is informative speech. Informative speech means your speech carries some kind of information related to the people. That means you are going to speech when you have joined in any job or any service sector. You joined in a meeting. After completing the meeting, you come back to your office, and that time your staff is very much eager to know what will happen in the meeting. So when you share the things, this is called informative speech. And another is demonstrative speech. Demonstrative means this is information. Along with the information, there will be some kind of demonstration. Suppose a company launch a product, and the company arranges a program to launch this product. And here you will find a demonstrative speech. Along with the information, you will find some kind of demonstration on some other screens. That is called demonstrative speech. And another thing is persuasive speech that I have told you. To convince the people to achieve the certain goal, you need to give persuasive speech. And another is motivational speech. This is also one type of persuasive speech. You need to motivate the people around you to achieve your certain goal. Another is impromptu speech. Impromptu speech means a speech is without preparation. This is called impromptu speech. Our Bangabandhu's 7th March speech is an impromptu speech. Okay, so your unit for third assignment selected is dream. Okay, so here you will find a speech given by Martin Luther King. So I gave you some basic types of speech on the screen. Can you tell me, I have a dream, I have a dream, the speech I have a dream relies in which type of speech here? Is it demonstrative speech, persuasive speech, motivational speech, or impromptu speech? Which kind of speech does this speech belong to? Can you tell me? Anyone else? Have you gone through the speech, I Have a Dream? Have you read this speech from your textbook? Anyone else? Nobody else? Diane? Have you read the speech, I Have a Dream? Nobody else? Okay. I Have a Dream is a persuasive speech, and it is also called motivational speech, but it is not impromptu speech because Martin Luther King crafted this speech before the day. That means that day he was going to deliver the speech. He crafted or he wrote this speech before that day. That means this is not impromptu speech, this is persuasive speech. In third assignment, you have to write a persuasive speech and motivational speech. Along with, you have to give some information. Okay, so your speech will made for convincing other people. And when you are going to convince other people to take your point of view, this speech must be persuasive speech. For this reason, you have to select some kind of special language, because to persuade people, you need to select some emotive language, some easy language, so that people can understand your point of view very perfectly. Okay, now I am going to how you have to write, how you have to write your speech. I am now I am telling these things, these important things. First things, your speech will be written in different paragraphs, not in single paragraphs. Are you clear? This is a very complex thing for you. You become puzzled, or you become confused how you will write your speech. At first, you can write your speech in different paragraphs, not single paragraphs. Okay, and in your speech, in every paragraphs, you can address the people, like dear friends, dear audiences, honorable presence. You can write addressing, like Bangabandhu's 7th March speech, dear brothers and sisters. You can write beloved brothers and sisters. After writing this, you can start your message. So how will you prepare your speech? I have written these things focusing your assignment circular. Okay, how did DSA, DSHE or Maushi instruct you to write your speech? At first paragraphs, you have to introduce yourself. How will you introduce yourself? Giving personal details with experience and skills. Are you clear? And do I want to say
Yes, sir.
something?
Sir, I have a question.
Okay, tell me.
So can we address the audience as dear voters?
Yes, of course you can, but it will be very much direct. In your assignment, Maushi instructs you to write these things. That means the thing you are seeking for, you are searching for, you have to write in your concluding statement. Okay, and this will be your climatic sentence of your speech. Are you clear? But at first, if you write dear voters, they will be distracted from you. They will lost their attraction about your speech. Are you clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so first one, you have to give your introduction, giving personal details and experience and skills. That means you are going to take part in an election. That means the election of city corporation 2022. You are going to be the mayor candidate. Okay, are you clear? So for this reason, you will give your introduction. I am and going to announce my candidature in upcoming election of Sylhet City Corporation. Are you clear? And you have to add some personal details and experience. What are you doing? What is your professions? How have you served and helped the people of Sylhet City Corporation? And what are the skills you have? Are you engineer or are you inactive person? Are you you have to tell some things, and that will be straightforward discussion. Are you clear? And this part will be your introductions, and this will be the first part of your speech. Second is make great opening statement. Opening statement, you have to write some opening statement. Because of that, rhetorical questions. What is rhetorical questions? Rhetorical question means you are raising the question, but answer is not coming from the audience. Are you clear? After raising the questions, you will give the answer. Suppose, do you think corruption is eliminated from our society? The audience will not answer. You will tell, rather, corruption is everywhere in our society. You can raise the question, you will answer. Are you clear? You can write a famous quotation. When you go through the I Have a Dream, you will get some quotation like, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. You can use any famous quotation from any person. Suppose you are the candidate of mayoral post, you can write a nice quotation in this purpose, because people are gathered here to make a decision. For this reason, you can tell, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. You can use this quotation. Remember, if you use any quotation in your speech, it must be related to your speech. Okay, it should not be irrelevant. Are you clear? And another things, you can use this language technique, contrasting words and phrases. You can write the contrasting words and phrases to make your speech more attractive. You can write, I hate corruption, but love democracy. Are you clear? This is called contrasting words and phrases. And such kind of sentence will make your speech more attractive. The audience will be very much attracted to your speech. Are you clear? And what will be your structure of your speech? In previous assignment, I have found that the structure of your paragraph or of your composition is not correct. You have written a paragraph or composition, it must have introduction, it must have main body, and it must have conclusion. That means when you are going to finish your composition or paragraph, you have to give some concluding statement or closing statement. In the same way, when you are going to write a speech, you must have you must write an introduction. And in introduction, what you will write? Your personal details, your experience, and your skills. And in main body, what you will write? Main body, maybe. Okay, Diane, tell me.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Okay, tell me, no problem.
Sir, you just told us that we have to, mentioned the 3 steps like introduction, main body, and conclusion in paragraphs. Should we have to? Shouldn't we add these things in compositions only?
No, I am not telling you to write the introduction, main body, conclusion. When you are going to write your speech, first part will be introduction. Without writing introduction, colon, it will not be the shape. Are you clear? Suppose in introduction, you will write your name, personal details, and then come main body. You will separate your main body into different paragraphs. And in main body, what you will write? Plannings and initiative. That means when you are when you will be mayor, what will be your planning? What will be initiative about the education, about early marriage, about the development of the city? Here you will write these things. Are you clear?
Yes,
And
sir.
in conclusion, without writing these things in your composition, that means in your speech, your writing will tell that these things is introduction, this thing is main body, and this thing is conclusion. Are you clear now?
Yes, sir. I'm clear now.
In conclusion, you will write closing statement, your purpose of your speech. Why are you delivering the speech in front of the audience? You are seeking the vote from your audience. That means in closing conclusion, I want to serve you. Are you clear? And this will be your structure of your speech. You know, the assignment has 4 different remarks. First one is organizing, second one is vocabulary, and third one is, I'll tell you in the last okay. So then what are these? Begin every paragraph with topic sentence. You have to give a topic sentence. That means when you are going to tell about education of your locality, you will not tell directly. You can tell education plays an important role in making our people expert in many different sectors. Okay, then you tell about education of your locality. Ever understand? Begin every paragraph with topic sentence. And then what? Use very good and standard English. Your English will not be very much difficult, but it will be standard. You will have to avoid the social media English. That means you have to avoid contracted form, because your speech is formal. This is a written document. Are you clear? And then write from first person narrative. You have to write the speech first person point of view. That means you have to use I, we, our, you. That means you have to write, because first person is very straightforward. People will be attracted to your opinion, to your thinking. Are you clear? You have to write the speech from first person narrative and use emotive language. Emotive means you have to write the language that is very much attractive. I am giving an example of emotive language. suppose you are telling that we will do good for our locality. But here, if you write, I will do fantastic things for us. This is called emotive language. I will do the best things for our people. Okay, this is called emotive language. And another thing is use figurative language. A speech become very much attractive when you use some figurative language like simile, metaphor, or imagery. These things are called figurative language. Simile means implicit comparison. Metaphor means explicit comparison. That means direct comparison with something. People tell sometime rising sun. You are a rising sun. Rising sun means there is a comparison between rising sun, or you are. He is very. He is the guard of democracy. That means this is the comparison. You can use such kind of phrases. I have a dream you will find some kind of metaphor or figurative speech like the chains of discrimination or the manacles of segregation. These are the figurative languages. You can find some kind of imagery like lonely island of poverty in the midst of vast ocean of material prosperity. This is called imagery. You can use such kind of things to make your speech very much attractive to the audience, because your purpose is to achieve the certain goal. And these are the things, if you adopt these things in writing your speech will be perfect. That will be very much attractive, and that will be in standard form. Okay, are you clear? And these are the things you have to maintain. And another things, I need to share some key information regarding your assignment. The information are indicator of remarks. First one is organization of ideas. That means how do you put the things in your writing. This is called organization of ideas. After this, suppose introduction, you didn't give your name and your purpose. In main body, you have given these things. That means your organization of idea is not correct. Here you will get less marks. Another thing is vocabulary. Here, if you use some standard English, that means there is no problem regarding your language skill. You will get 4 marks. Another is grammar. Many of you made grammatical mistakes. That means if you commit any mistake, your marks will be less. And another is presenting argument. That means you have to give logic. You have to give comparison, contrasting. That means in this sense, you will get, in this area, you will get 4 marks. And these are the things. Another is what are the remarks? What are the point? Excellent, very good, good, need improvement. In previous assignment, I called you several times to give another assignment. That means you need improvement. For this reason, I have asked you to resubmit your assignment. Are you clear? And this is the things I need to share with you. Thank you all. Do you have any questions regarding third assignment? You have limited time. You need to tell very quickly. Okay. Diane.
My question is that what should be the title or headline of our following assignment, sir?
Writing a speech. This is your title.
Is this enough to write only, writing a speech only?
Writing a speech. This is your title of your assignment. Okay, and
should I mention?
Here is the instruction that speech, when you are going to write the speech, that means you are going to take part in an election. You are going to be a mayor of city corporation or a municipality, and for this reason, for this purpose, you have to write the speech. Are you clear?
Yes, sir. It means I have to mention the situation of my election activities, right, sir?
Yeah, in introduction part, you have to mention these things. Okay.
Yes, sir, I got it. Thank you.
You have to announce your candidature. Otherwise, how will you convince the people? How will you make the people understand your point of view? Are you clear? Any other question from anybody else? We have only 2 minutes.
স্যার আগের অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট গুলোর মার্কস কি জানা যাবে?
অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট মার্কস তুমি জানতে পারবে না। অ্যাসাইনমেন্টের মার্কস আমরা জানাবো না, কারণ অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট এটা একটা সিক্রেট বিষয়। তোমাদের মার্কস যখন স্কোর কম হয়ে যাচ্ছে, আমরা তোমাদেরকে ডেকে ডেকে আবার অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট নিচ্ছি। কারণ হলো কি, আমাদের বিভাগীয় পর্যায়ের এটা কলেজ। দায়ান একদিন প্রশ্ন করছিল যে স্যার আমাদের অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট দেখানো হচ্ছে না কেন? কারণ অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট গুলো আমাদের যত্ন করে রাখতে হচ্ছে, কারণ তোমাদের আগামী বছর what will be happen we don't know, because of due to pandemic situation. If the things continue like this in the next year, if there is no examination, what will be happened? So that time this assignment play an important role for your examination purpose. Are you clear? For this reason, we are not telling anything to you, but we are recording all the things, and if there is any improvement needed from you, we call you again to resubmit the thing, the assignment. Are you clear? Any question? Anybody else? We are going to finish our session. If you want to tell something, you can ask me.
স্যার 3টা প্যারা দিয়ে লিখবো তাই না?
যতগুলো ইচ্ছে পেরে দিতে পারো, but your words are very limited. You have to finish your writing within 250 words. Am I right? Within 250 words, you have to finish your writing. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. I think we need to finish the session. Our time is past, and I